Hi, my name is Laura Schmidt. I'm a fisheries biologist with Wisconsin DNR. I cover southern Lake Michigan, and one of my duties is to oversee the Creel Clerks and our Creel Survey program. We have 9 Creel Clerks throughout Lake Michigan and Green Bay. They work roughly in Green Bay, Sturgeon Bay, Milwaukee, Kenosha, Racine, and we cover such a massive area to try to get the best snapshot, representative snapshot that we can of fisheries harvest throughout the season. One of the things that we like people to know is that this isn't a Creel census so much as a Creel survey. So a Creel census would be interviewing every angler that comes off the lake. And for Lake Michigan, obviously that's not practical. So we have a randomized survey design of daytime sites and location to try to get what I said was that representative snapshot. Survey is only one of 3 major parts of our sport fishing harvest. We have the Creel survey, we have mandatory charter reports, and we have moored boat surveys. So all 3 of those work together to inform our management decisions. And I think a lot of anglers are familiar with the biological data. If you talk to a Creel clerk, maybe they're going to ask you to measure and weigh your fish, and we can use that to get at growth rates, body condition, aging if we ask for spines, that sort of information. But another thing that we do is use that information to inform regulations and stocking. A great example of this is the recent implementation of the new lake trout permanent rule. As a lot of you know, lake trout used to have a 2-bag limit on Lake Michigan, and we used our Creel clerks going out and talking to fishermen, seeing how many lake trout they were catching, and analyze that data to show that not all anglers were actually harvesting the 5 lake trout that we allowed under the emergency rule, but some were, and they really appreciated the ability to expand their catch and have that opportunity. So we took that information and said that if we allowed anglers to harvest 5 lake trout, that would still increase recreational opportunities while allowing the harvest to be sustainable, and so we changed that rule, and that's one way that our Creel surveys are used to inform management decisions. We would like people to know that the information that we're asking you to give us is really very important. Anglers are really our best way to help analyze harvest on the lake. And so even if you were only fishing for a few hours, or even if you didn't catch anything, that's really important.
Were you fishing lakeside, harborside?
Yeah.
Both sides. And are you a Wisconsin resident?
Yep.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. The data that we collect goes to a better understanding of the health and population of the fish around the lake.
Next time when I catch
Oh, I know. Hey, zeros are numbers too.
I mean, they're just doing their job. They're trying to get as many data points and trying to get us the best decisions that we can make with, what the versus the bait versus the salmon versus the stocking.